Brandon, 1 year anniversary for No Control.
Yeah, we're gonna go get ourselves a present.
We're gonna get something we'd never get.
I think we would ever achieve it, and after 1 year, with the year that we've had, we decided to bite the bullet and go ahead and get the one thing we didn't think we were gonna get.
There you go. We're getting it at a local toy store. Is this it? Is that what we're getting, Brandon?
I don't think it is. This is not it.
Okay. It is neat though.
Whoa.
Is that what you're getting?
I might like to paint it though. It's a rat rod. It does. Is that the one that shoots the BBs though? Did the old man want a looking tank that shot the BBs?
He did. So it's none of this stuff, Brandon?
It is none of this stuff. Believe it or not.
How about this?
I spy. It is not a rustler. It is not
had
this.
one of those.
We had one of those. It's not a sledgehammer. Or a slash.
Mustang? You need another Stampede.
I do not. I have one, and I don't like that one.
All right. Well, there you go. Are you happy, Brandon?
Well, as long as we don't break it, yeah.
All right. Well, that's our 1 year anniversary spending.
That should do it. Happy 1 year. Happy birthday. Get on in there. Done.
So as you saw, when Brandon got out of work today, I grabbed him because it was our 1 year anniversary of starting our channel, No Control RC. And I've been squirreling money away to buy something we never thought we would actually have. But it was just like one of those things where, do we need it? No. Would it be good for the channel? Absolutely. We don't do a lot of Traxxas stuff here, so we figured we'd try to expand our portfolio a little bit. So Brandon, what did we pick up?
We picked up an XMAXX. Now, like we said, it was something we weren't planning on doing. It was more of a, hey, you know what? Screw it. 1 year. Happy birthday to us. We've been talking about kicking this idea around for a little while, so we said, what the heck? Took our money and went up and we bought it.
And of course, it had to be green.
It is green, and it's tall. Merry Christmas, happy birthday stuff. Can everybody I'd like to take a second and thank everybody for all the love and support they gave us. This year has been pretty decent, and we don't have any complaints by any means necessary by what everybody did for us. So from the bottom of both of our hearts, thank you. Yeah. Fix that problem. Hey, that's how those new Chevy trucks ride.
All right, so here it is out of the box. The plastic straps have been cut that hold the suspension down. It's now nice and loose. Took the plastic off the body and set it back on. Overall, just the initial impressions of these things is I kind of get why everybody's so in awe with them. I own some bigger vehicles now, RC-wise, and this one is still kind of, I'm just sitting back, kind of taking it in a little bit. The quality and detail all looks super impressive, but we might as well zoom in here and take a closer look at what makes these things so special. Now this is the body clip setup. Super easy, just like that. And as you can see, it's got a full inner structure in it because, let's face it, you are going to land on your lid occasionally, and it's nice to have some extra support. All right, let's start right at the front here. You got a nice sturdy front bumper, which leads to the composite shock tower, which is integrated into the composite tub. But as you're going past there, look at the size of these massive shocks. It's aluminum body, but it does have a composite top and bottom. They do sell upgrades, but I'm not so sure we'll need them. Maybe. We'll see down the road. But the sheer size of these shocks are impressive. They are 7.4 inches long overall. As you see, it goes down to the composite arms, upper lower. You got the drive shaft here. All beefy stuff. The tires, I mean, That's my hand. Tires are impressive. And they are the 8x4x4. They do feel pretty grippy. I've seen a bunch of them ballooning up, so we'll see how those hold up. Now, as you move into here, you have the bell crank style steering servo setup. This is a 365 ounce heavy duty steering servo. Not so sure it's enough for this truck. That is one of the points that people have upgraded a lot, and we'll probably have to do that as well. You see it as a waterproof setup, so it's got a watertight receiver box. It goes to the Traxxas VXL 8S ESC, which is linked to the 1200 kV big block style motor with dual fans on it. Because let's face it, if you're running one of these, you're probably running it pretty hard and it's going to get hot. Now, as you can see here, it's got big battery trays to hold those 4S batteries on each side. Very important. Gonna need them. Go back here, you got the other composite shock tower. Goes down to a wheelie bar setup. These are just plastic. You got a big rear bumper here. Now, these trucks have been out for a while, so we're not going to kill you with all like tearing it apart and showing you everything, but we're going to hit the important key aspects here. Now, these do have upgraded steel gears in them in the differentials, and it does have the center cush drive to help with the absorption of landing those hard jumps. It does have larger updated bearings, and I will say, I think this is version 4 or 5 of this truck. It's been out a long time, but this is the first one that I've actually bought. And so far, I'm really impressed with it. I mean, as you can see, it is massive to move around. And I have some bigger trucks, and it still feels big and impressive. Now, hey, Brandon, how's the size comparison against the Stampede?
I have this Stampede that we bought to do something with. So this one is mine. I usually give Alex a hard time for not cleaning it, and I didn't clean it. So we're going to forget about that. But here you go. So you can kind of see size comparison. So this is the 10th scale Stampede next to the XMAXX. I'm not going to lie. This thing is a ton bigger than this thing. So just so you can kind of see some side by side. You can get 2 of these on this table. There you go. There it is.
So there's the main parts of the truck I wanted to go over. There's a bunch of technical information, there's a length and all that stuff. I'm actually going to let Brandon give that to you because he's into that type of stuff. I'll tell you is it's supposed to go 50 plus out of the box. And I fully intend on finding out if that's the case because we do have a GPS thing now and we're going to use it and see what we can do with this thing. Supposedly it has the self-rightening technology, but so did that Max, regular wide Max thing I had, and it kind of worked, but I could never really get it to really flip itself over. I'm curious to see if this is that way. Maybe if I do a little better driving, it won't be on the roof, but, you know, never know. So here's Brandon with the technical information on this truck.
All right, so the last thing I want to touch upon is the actual overall size of it. It is a 5th scale, and just for aesthetic reasons, I want to throw the body on. Now, this system does work pretty cool. It is nice to get the body on. Slap it on like that, twist, there you go. She's on, ready to go. Now, like I said, 5th scale. So overall length of this thing is 30.7 inches. Boom, boom, like that. Wheelbase, 18.9 inches. So that's pretty good. It's a lot of wheelbase there. Overall height, 13.8 inches. Width, 21.3 inches with 4 inches of ground clearance. So you should be able to really get over a lot of stuff like that. Last kind of silly little specs I want to touch upon in case any of you tech nerds really want to know anything is the overall drive of this whole setup is 8.11. So you can mathematically figure out what you want to do with that. The claim on this thing is it does 50 plus out of the box, which we do actually have a speed gauge, and we are going to probably test that out. So I kind of want to see how fast this green machine goes. I don't know about you. What do you want? What else you want to know? We're going to put some batteries in and run this thing. Almost forgot. I got excited. Almost forgot about this stuff. So the last little bit that it comes with, all this stuff right here is part of a battery spacer setup. Stuff for it. So in case you're running something different, you might need those. We've got your usual stickers and a little bit of information that you're going to need right there. But here's the real important part. There's your 46 tooth speed gear. So if you want to get a little more speed out of this thing, you got to put that bad boy in it. You got your handful of Allen wrenches and wheel wrench right there. And then other literature that it comes with. Here's your booklet, and here's your little Traxxas stuff that it comes with that you can actually buy. It is run by the TQI remote setup. So we know this works pretty well. And what do we got right here? Little Traxxas. Ah, yes. The old warranty. Might be a good thing to fill out before we run it.
All right, we're back from running the truck. And over the days that we tested it, we went from having grass to wet grass from rain to snow. So we got to try it in a bunch of different environments, which was actually pretty good. The truck jumps and is balanced really well. It is decent power, not really over the top like you'd think for an 8S vehicle. It's actually pretty easy to drive, and if you can't, you could turn up the telemetry to help you on the controller. But overall, it's a good truck. It's well balanced. It's actually lighter than you'd think it is for the size. Compared to like the armor rigs that are fifth scale, those rigs are really heavy compared to this. So overall, truck is good. Truck is not great. It's good. There's no paid promotions here. You know, I buy all these trucks myself, so I'm going to say honestly what I think. I'm not a real big fan of the Traxxas electronics. They're kind of finicky in my opinion, and I understand why people change the ESCs out a lot in these, and I'm sure that's the route that we'll end up going. My original plan was to get the Ultimate XMAXX, but unfortunately we weren't able to get one of those in our area at the time, so we went with this one, and we will be doing upgrades with it to try to make it as equal as one of those trucks, or hopefully better. So overall, good truck, not great truck, but I believe we can make it a great truck. Like always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have tips and tricks about what do you think the best 5 upgrades are to do to this, you know, put them down below. Let us know. I'm not a big Traxxas guy, just kind of getting into it here a little bit more. And I do know the ESC is number 1 on my list. What else is there, and what else should we do? You let us know. We're here to learn, just as hopefully, you know, you're enjoying the content. Some brands, we have more knowledge than others, and this is not one we have a lot of knowledge of. So, thanks for watching.